Good day. So pag-aralan naman natin ngayon kung paano kunin yung slope of a tangent line to a curve. We have definition here. The slope m of the line to the curve y is equal to f of x. At point x, f of x is given by the equation. So ito naman yung another formula to solve for the slope of the line to the curve. So m denoted siya ng letter m, that is the slope of the tangent line to a curve, which is equal to the limit of your f of x plus h minus f of x all over h as h approaches 0, provided that the limit exists. Hindi siya undefined, hindi siya indeterminate. The limit exists. This is commonly called the limit of the difference quotient. Let's say, for example, we will consider the curve to the function f of x is equal to 2x squared. Hahanapin natin yung una, expression for the slope of the curve at any point x. Then the second, we need to identify the slope at the point where x is equal to 2. Dalawa yung hahanapin natin dito. Unahin natin na hanapin yung expression for the slope of the curve at any point. Again, our function is f of x is equal to 2x squared. So, yung gagawin natin, again, this is our function, f of x is equal to 2x squared. Kukunin natin yung slope kanina, that is slope is equal to the limit of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h as h approaches 0. So, kukunin muna natin yung f of x plus h. So, yung gagawin natin dito, lahat ng x magiging x plus h. So, substitute lang yung x na to magiging x plus h, and that is the function of f of x plus h, which is equivalent to this. So then we will substitute again sa slope formula po natin, that is limit of f of x plus h minus f of x over h as h approaches 0. Substitute ulit. Ito na yung value ng f of x plus h natin. So lahat ng x na nasa function magiging x plus h, then minus by your function which is 2x squared over h. Then we will simplify. Yung ito, the square of x plus h is equal to x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Then distribute natin yung 2. Ito, si 2 ibibigay kay x squared, magiging 2x squared. 2 times 2, xh, magiging 4xh. Si 2 times h squared, magiging 2h squared. Copy yung 2x squared, negative, all over h. Next na gagawin is to combine like terms. Pagsasamahin po natin. Then, the function becomes, we have 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 2x squared. Kinapi lang po natin. So, alin dito yung combined like terms? Ito, yung x squared at saka another x squared. So, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So, cancel. Yung x squared, ang may iwan na lang si 4xh plus 2h squared all over your h. Then, factor natin kasi dapat yung limit na to must be defined. Okay? Kung sa-substitute natin directly yung value ng h which is 0, the function becomes indeterminate. So, anong gagawin natin? We will factor out. So, common factor ng numerator, we have 2h. So, ilalabas natin yung 2h sa 4xh. Ganun din yung case ni 2h squared, ilalabas natin yung 2h kasi yun yung common factor. So, again, this is the common factor. So, divide by 2h, we get 2x. Divide by 2h, we get h. So these are factors of 4xh plus 2h squared. 2h times 2x plus h. So para i-check, pwede nating ipasok ulit yung 2h sa bawat term ng nasa loob ng parentheses to get your 4xh plus 2h squared. Pabalik lang po yan. Okay? Copy yung h, cancellation. So makakancel yung h, may iwan si 2. Then your 2x plus h. Dito na papasok yung substitution ng h. Okay? Approaches 0. So lahat ng h magiging 0. So we get 2 times 2x plus a 0. Or simply that is your 4x. Therefore, the general expression for the slope of the line tangent the curve of your function is equal to 4x. So ito yung slope of the line tangent to your 2x squared. That is 4x. Next question, we need to identify the slope at the point na kung saan yung x po natin is equal to 2. Gagamitin ulit natin yung nakuha nating slope kanina, which is your 4x. So para makuha yung slope ng 4x, ng function ulit natin at x is equal to 2, isubstitute lang po natin sa nakuha nating slope kanina sa letter A. That is 4x. So 2, yung magiging value ng x natin dito. So 4 times 2, that is 8. Therefore, this slope of the tangent line at a specific point is 8. And this is the graph of your function. This is your 2x squared. This is the line which is tangent to your 2x squared, which is your 4x. Okay? Kung saan sila nagkita, the point of tangency, that is your 8. Another example. We have the function x squared minus 3x at x is equal to negative 2. Same process pa rin. Una natin hahanapin muna yung slope of the tangent using this formula. So, yung mangyari dito, para makuha yung f of x plus h, lahat ng x na nasa function natin magiging x plus h. By substitution, we get, so yung x na to magiging x plus h, and then squared, minus 3 times, yung x ulit magiging x plus h, minus your f of x, which is your function, over h. Then we will simplify. So the square of x plus h is ito, x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. Then yung negative 3 ipapasok sa bawat terms. Okay, so 3 times x magiging 3x, negative 3x, yung negative 3 plus times positive h magiging negative 3h. Then so kinapin lang muna dito, then over h. Then we will simplify further. So yung negative na to, ipapasok dito din. So negative times x squared, that is negative x squared. Negative times negative, that is positive. That is the reason kung bakit naging plus na lang po yung 3x natin. Then combine like terms again. So ano dito yung mga like terms? Yung x squared, pwedeng isama sa negative x squared. That is equal to 0. So cancel siya. Ano pa, itong negative 3x, pwede nating i-combine to positive 3x, resulting to 0. So yung may iwan na lang is the 2hx plus h squared minus 3h all over h. Okay? Then, we cannot use the substitution here kasi yung function natin magiging indeterminate. So, factoring muna tayo. Ano yung common factor na nasa taas? H. So, ilabas si h. So, yung may iwan sa loob is si 2x plus h minus 3. All over h, canceling h. Then, yung may iwan is si 2x plus h minus 3. Then, substitution tayo. Lahat ng h magiging 0. That results to 2x plus 0 minus 3. And the slope of the tangent line to the curve is 2x minus 3. And that is the slope of the tangent line. Next, hanapin natin yung slope ulit ng tangent line at x is equal to negative 2. Yung gagawin natin dito, lahat ng x na nakuha nating slope of the tangent line to the curve, papalitan natin ng negative 2. So that means, the answer is 2 times negative 2 minus 3, simplify, that is negative 4 minus 3, and negative 7. And that is the slope of the tangent line to the curve x squared minus 3x at x is equal to negative 2. Thus, the slope of the tangent line at x is equal to 2 is negative 7. So, paano nakuha yung negative 7 na to? Simply substitute the value of your x, which is negative 2, to your slope kanina. Ito yung slope natin. So, 2 times negative 2 minus 3 results to negative 7. And this is the slope of the tangent line and x is equal to negative 2. Another example. A function is defined by the equation y is equal to square root of x naman. Radical function na po tayo. So where does the slope of the tangent line equal to 1/2? Dito, given yung function and also given yung slope of the tangent line. So yung question dito is what is the value of your x? Okay? So saan nagkikita yung slope natin at saka yung function natin. So let's find. So, una natin gagawin is to use the slope of the tangent formula. Ito siya. Ito yung function na gana. We have your square root of x. So, lahat ng x magiging x plus h. Kaya naging ganito siya. Square root of x plus h. Minus itong function nyo, which is your square root of x all over h. Then, yung gagawin natin is to make this function rational. Okay? By using rationalization. So, multiply. Ito, this is 1 over 1. So, positive since negative yung nasa given to make it rationalize. Then, simplify. So, square root of x plus h multiplied by square root of x plus h results to ito. The square root of the square of x plus h, or simply x plus h. The negative square root of x multiplied by positive square root of x results to negative square root of x squared, or simply negative x. So, ito na yung sagot ng nasa taas. This is an example of sum and difference of two binomials. So, yung gitna nito is antibiotic 0 na po yan. Okay? Then, all over ito si h, ibibigyan na po natin dito. That is h multiplied by the square root of x plus h minus the square root of x. So, plus to, plus square root of x. Then, we get, so ito, combine like terms, si x, pagsamahin kay negative x, the result to 0. So, may iwan na lang si h. Then, cancel. Ang may iwan na lang is 1 over square root of x plus si h plus square root of x. Dito na tayo papasok sa saan? Sa substitution. So, lahat ng h magiging 0. So, ito. And then, simplify. The result is 1 over 2 square root of x. Ito na po yung slope ng ating tangent line to a curve. Now, sabi dito, saan daw makikita yung slope of the tangent line equal to 1/2? Anong gagawin natin dito? We will equate. Since sabi dito yung slope daw is equal to 1/2, that is the value of your m. So, we will equate to your slope. So, yung 1/2. That means 1 over 2x, 2 square root of x is also the same as 1/2. Then, cross multiply. So, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 square root of x times 1 is 2 square root of x. Divide both sides by 2. And the answer is 1 is equal to square root of x. To eliminate the radical sign here, we will multiply, or we will square rather, both sides. So, square to, then square, 1 squared is equal to 1. And that is the answer. The general expression for the slope of a tangent line tangent to curve f of x is equal to square root of x is, ito, yung slope kanina, that's the point of tangent C, where the slope is 1/2 is 1, 1. Ito yung coordinate na kung saan nagkikita yung function natin and the slope of your function of the tangent line to a curve. Another example, function 2x squared at x is equal to 2. So, pareho lang din. But now, we are looking for the equation of the tangent line, not the slope of the tangent line na. Okay, kanina, kukunin natin yung slope of the tangent line to a curve. Ngayon naman, kukunin natin yung equation of the tangent line to the curve. Paano ang gagawin dito? So, yung gagawin natin dito is to find the slope. Ito yung una natin gagawin. Second is to know the point of tangent C. Aalamin kung saan nagmi-meet at one point yung slope natin at saka yung mismong function natin. And then, use the point slope equation to find the equation of the tangent line to the curve. So, una natin gagawin is hanapin yung slope. Gamit tayo ng graph ng 2x squared. That means the slope is equal to 8. For the point of tangent C naman, since slope is 8, that concludes that the point of tangent C is 2, 8, based on the graph. Okay? Doon nagtatama or nagkikita sa coordinate na yon yung slope of the tangent line natin at saka yung mismong function natin at 2, 8. So, para makuha yung point slope equation, we will use ito, the sloped intercept form. So, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Kung saan, yung y sub 1 natin is your y value na makikita sa step 2 natin kanina sa point of tangency. That is your 8. Your slope makikita sa step 1. Tapos yung x sub 1 is the x value ng point natin na makita sa step 2. So substitute, lahat ng y sub 1 magiging 8. Ito, lahat ng m magiging 8 din. Lahat ng x sub 1 magiging 2. Kaya naging ganito siya. Then distribute. Si 8 ibibigay natin kay x at saka kay negative 2. That results to 8x. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Then, equate natin siya sa y. So, sa negative 8 na to, ililipat natin sa kabila by transposition or addition property of equality. So, add 8 dito, add 8 to eliminate negative 8. That results to 8 is equal to 8x minus 16 plus 8 or minus 8. This is the equation of the tangent line to the curve y is equal to 2x squared at x is equal to 2. Another example, ganun pa rin yung process. Aalamin muna natin yung tatlo. Una, yung slope. Next is the point of tangency. Then the point slope equations. Para naman mahanap yung slope at saka yung point of tangency, we will use the graph of your function, which is y is equal to 2x squared. Okay? So, by graphical method, malalaman natin that the slope of your y is equal to 2x squared is at negative 6. And the point of tangency is negative 1, 3. Okay? Negative 1, 3 yung point of tangency natin. Para naman sa point of tangency, you can use the value of your x here. Ito, x is equal to negative 1. Then substitute mo dito, that is also 3 times 1, which is the value of your y. So, yun yung point of tangency natin. Para naman sa point slope equation, same pa rin yung gagamitin natin. Ito, so yung y sub 1 natin is 3. Yung slope natin is negative 6, which is your m. And your x sub 1 is negative 1. Substitute, the equation becomes y minus 3 is equal to negative 6 times x minus negative 1. So, itong dalawang negative, magiging positive na siya. Then, distribute natin yung negative 6. So, negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times, ito, positive 1 results to negative 6. Addition property of equality, plus 3 para makuha yung y. So, y is equal to negative 6x minus 6 plus 3, or simply, ito. And this is the equation of the tangent line to the curve at x is equal to negative 1. For the final quote, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. See ya.